I have never touched Dark Souls 3 in my life, and a subscriber just bet me that I couldn't beat the game in less than 24 hours. If I fail, I'll be paying one of you guys in the comments 100 of my own dollars. The average first playthrough of this game, 80 hours. All I have is 24. No guides, no YouTube, nothing. My only help is my Twitch chat, and Twitch chat never lies to you, right? Start the timer. My playthrough started just like every other playthrough, naming my character and spending way too long creating an identical copy of myself. For our starting character, I actually had no idea what class to go with, so after about 10 minutes of fighting with my chat, I ended up picking Knight. For no other reason than it looked cool and aura is important.
Smoke weed every day.
For our starting gift, I ended up going with the life ring just because I feel like you can't go wrong with more health. Once we loaded in, I definitely didn't waste 5 minutes of my time trying to figure out the controls, which by the way, what kind of game has you jump with L3? I pick up some blue juice, collect my first bonfire, and now it's time for our first boss fight of the game, Index Gunder. Ah! I don't know where my heals went, chat. What? No, that is actually bullshit. He didn't even hit my dumbass. It's also at this point where I realize my death counter isn't working, and it gets fixed later in the video though. So we run it back. Attempt number 2. Oh, what the? No, we're playing Resident Evil now. Oh shit. No, heal. Come here, Gunder! Dogs! Dogs! And just like that, on my second try, Index Gunder is down 7 minutes into the run. And people say that Dark Souls 3 is a hard game. And while I'm on my way to the next boss, I'm starting to realize how annoying the mobs are gonna be. Man! I can't even play the fucking game. I can't even play the game. What in the dude? The hardest boss running through the fucking game. I'm gonna cut out most of these deaths, but dude, I got wrecked by some fire-breathing bitches over and over and was about to lose my damn mind. And after plenty of suffering, I talked to some bitch by herself in a chair, enjoying her Scientology cult or whatever the hell it is. And as I'm panicking, looking for a bonfire, I walk up to this door that's obviously a boss fight, but for some reason, I'm surprised that it's a boss fight. Vort of the Burial Valley, our second boss 1 hour into the run. My instinct was just to smack his gooch over and over again with my tiny ass sword. A lot of you guys can probably relate to that. Bro, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good first attempt, man. Now, do I like get to spawn close to him? I gotta spawn the f up here? Welcome to Dark Souls, I guess. During my second attempt, I keep with the same strategy of attacking the taint until I realize the actual hardest boss in this game isn't really a boss. It's the fucking camera. I wish I could fucking say! Man, after failing my third attempt, my chat tells me to take out the Scientology lady to get a good item that will help me with this boss fight. And remember what I said in the beginning about my Twitch chat not lying to me at all? What's the worst that can happen? What the fuck is this? Dancer? Oh, yeah, that was real fun. Yeah, fantastic. Definitely supposed to fight that motherfucker right now. I'm not reading chat ever again. Turn chat off. You guys suck my whole fucking dick. We return to Voldemort's dumbass. I die again, and the backseat in the chat is getting really bad, and it's starting to trigger me. People asking why I don't have this item. Why am I doing this? Why am I never doing that? Dog, I'm sorry you've beaten the game 247 times. I literally just installed it today. Several attempts later, and we're still stuck on the same boss. I'm really starting to think that this challenge is not even possible. You know, I've got this pressure added from this timer I can see the entire time, and I can slowly feel our time slipping away. About to just beat him the unorthodox way. just gotta hit him in the gooch. When in doubt, gooch him out, you know. Maybe? Yes! I'll hit him in the gooch, chat! I will hit him in the taint! F the head, fuck the shoulder, taint for the win, baby. And now I understand why people love this game, because finally beating the boss is the best feeling of all time, except maybe busting. As a reward, I get diddied by a bunch of wing things with their asses out that take me to the next area, because according to my chat, the next boss is going to be anything but easy. I head back to Firelink Shrine to level up so we can use our official weapon of choice for this playthrough, the Claymore. I don't know if it's good or not, or if it's meta, but it looks and sounds cool, and that's all that really matters to me. So with my new shiny sword, I start exploring the next area when I come across this NPC who's asking me to grant him death, so me being the nice guy that I am, grant that wish for him. But apparently that was a mistake, because I guess he gives you 5 free levels. You know, why do I get 5 free levels for not doing what he asked? Dumbass game. Oh, and I forgot to mention another overpowered boss in this game, Gravity. And just before the next boss, I see a cute little white tree with a ton of items, so I make a little pit stop and... Did I just get fucking nuked? I don't know where to go. Panic. We're in fucking Israel right now. Where's the bonfire, man? Retarded. And after collecting our items, an hour and a half into our run, we pull up to the boss that chat was direly warning me about, the Cursed Rotted Greatwood, which is a weird boss because you pretty much just hit his nutsack until he dies.
I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to get your hands off my...
Oh! Can I just like hit his Gucci? I don't know. Can I not hit that? Who is moaning in my ear, bro? Whoa! What the? Oh, they're on his hands. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to attack. The trend I'm starting to see is that the first attempt is always the best for some reason. After getting gangbanged by his little minion dudes, I decided to switch up my strategy on the third attempt and try to take a lot of them out before the fight even starts, which actually helped because I could focus more power onto his nutsack. After the third attempt, I realized my flasks are healing fuck all, so somebody in chat tells me that there's a bone shard close to me, which I guess you can burn and upgrade your flask, so that way when you drink a flask, you get more HP. I'm gonna need alcohol to play this game. I finally find the flask upgrade. This game is retarded. And now that we're back to Firelink Shrine, we burn the shard and remove my only blue flask, giving me an extra heal. But at this point, I know my timer is running every second that I waste, so it's looking like somebody is about to get $100 of my money. Despite the flask upgrades, I still couldn't take out this tree. Huh? So I head back to the shrine where I upgrade my Claymore to +1 thanks to the titty shards I collected, and while I'm there I infuse it with fire, which drops my physical damage but gives me 118 fire damage, which should hopefully help with taking out this nutsack tree. I don't know if that was the right move or not, but I was getting desperate because I really didn't want to Venmo somebody $100. We're getting down below so fast now. Alright, back to balls. Okay, back up. I can hit it on his hand. Nice. Fuck! No, dude, no. I got him. Oh, ball sack put down, baby. Easy ass game. Third boss down. Only 11 more to go. I'm so cooked. Directly after this fight, a viewer on my stream told me to go back and talk to this Torta guy and take out whatever demon was with him or... Yeah, it didn't go very well. The Torta died, so rip his quest line, I guess. And we'll just come back to this demon later, because I guess you get like a good ring or something over there, they said. But our goal is to beat the game as fast as possible, so we head to the Road of Sacrifices to get gangbanged by birds and take on the toughest boss of this playthrough so far. 3 hours into our gameplay, we finally upgrade our weapon to +3 with our titty shards before heading into this fuck-ass swamp, because I'm starting to realize that taking my time to upgrade is more efficient than just brute forcing our way through the game. But the swamp is no joke, man. Dude, these guys are OP as man. Holy shit. Oh, by the way, the death counter works now. I pick up the Grass Crest Shield, pick up the Sellsword Twin Blades that apparently are overpowered, but I'm not a bitch and I'm not going to use those. And after doing my scavenging, I accidentally walk up to the boss of the area, Crystal Sagi. And what the f is that, man? Yeah, I get my ass beat. So I guess I'm going to do some more exploring first. I put on the Grass Crest Shield I picked up for some passive stamina recovery. Oh, a Titanite Shard. Ah! No! What in the Commando Pro was that? And at this point, despite putting on that shield, I'm starting to realize the biggest problem I have is I had the stamina of a 350-pound fat chick at the club. So I returned to that demon that beat my ass earlier to get the ring that people told me about and to obviously avenge my Torta friend. Got him. Yes. I pick up the Chloranthy ring, and after equipping my new bling and leveling up a few times back at the shrine, we return to the swamp to fight that crystal spamming boss. And just before I enter, I grab the closest bonfire, upgrade my flask to give me the best chance, and at just over 3 hours into our playthrough, we're taking on the 4th boss. Hell, dude. I wonder if she does the same spot every time. How does that not hit? Fuck that weapon art. So I can hit her like 3 times and she disappears. Oh, it's the fake one now. Oh no, it's the fake one. Man. All right, when you get her to half HP, she spawns out all those fucking minions, bro. But during my second attempt, I realized that the clones shooting the blue projectiles were the fake ones, and the real one was shooting the purple crystals. Oh, if you hit the real one, they just all fuck off. The real one's purple, right? Okay, so I don't have to kill those. I can just go for whichever one is purple. Yes! You come, bitch! Crystal Sagi down, man! So we finally take out the Crystal Sagi. Beating 4 bosses in just over 3 hours had me feeling great. But little did I know, this playthrough was about to get 10 times harder. I head back to pump up some points into Vigor and then head to Farron Keep. And as I'm exploring, taking my time to level up and get a little bit stronger, I randomly run up on this big boy. And I was gonna run away, but I got peer pressured by chat as always. And then I got thrown around by this big ass dude like I'm Rihanna. However, I eventually take him out. I go extinguish some flames scattered around the swamp, which somehow opens up a door to Diddy's mansion, but it's holding the most badass boss yet and probably my favorite of the entire game. Piss Watcher. The dudes were hitting me through the fucking fog wall, bro. What in the gangbang is going on? God, there's a second fucking phase, bro. Nah, this is tough, though. This is fucking tough. This is the coolest boss so far. The Piss Watcher. All right, time to die. Ah! Man, I suck! I suck! I fucking suck! And on the way back, I'm just bitching and talking mad shit the entire time, trying my damnedest to find a closer bonfire because these runbacks are absolutely horrific. Finally, after several attempts, we start catching on to his moves and timings, allowing us to take him out. Easy game. First fucking try. First fucking try, boys. Piss Watcher, see traffic cone, Jazz. With just under 4 hours of game time. What a relief. And taking out the Abyss Watchers opens up the Catacombs of Carthus, which is nothing but skeletons, and these skeletons are fucking cracked. Especially this one. You just parried my sh**. You don't even have a head. After making my way through the treacherous catacombs, I cross a bridge that definitely looks safe and come up to what looks like a boss arena. So before I enter, I go back across the previously mentioned sketchy bridge to find a closer bonfire, and yeah. I gotta do the entire catacombs to get back to this motherfucker. Oh, dude, that fucking sucks. So we make our way back to that same arena, touch this dude's goblet, which starts the next boss fight, Wilbur. Why the fuck does that say Wilbur? Wolnir. Wilbur. What the fuck? Ah! And the whole gimmick of this fight is to beat the bracelets off this giant-ass skeleton. Just, don't touch the mist. The mist fucks you up. And I definitely didn't find out the hard way. Holy shit, dude, is that fucking AIDS in the mist? I go back for my second attempt with a lot more confidence now that I understand how the fight is supposed to work. Huge damage. There's no phase 2. There's phase 2. Ah! Wolnir, pussy! I finally take his bitch ass out, sending his soul back to the piston cup, opening the doorway to the next area, Irithyll, which is absolutely stunning, by the way. As I start to cross the bridge to Irithyll, I hear something behind me. Ah! Cross the barrier! Well, that's fucked up. I look at chat confused when somebody tells me I need to defeat the deacons in the Cathedral of the Deep before I can even gain access to Irithyll. So where the fuck are the deacons? I have no idea. So chat tells me to head back to the area where I fought the Crystal Sage boss, looking for this so-called cathedral. Get swarmed by probably some of the worst mobs in the game. Dude, I fucking hate the dogs. The dogs look at you little fucking black-eyed. Find this guy in some freaky opposition who wants to show me something. Okay, that's odd. He pulls out his cum rag and makes me touch it and sucks me into the shit, taking me to the DLC out of all places. I ain't ready for no DLC, bro. So I use a homeward bone to come back, and as I'm exploring the dungeon, I come across another chest. Chest, nice. Oh, dude, come on! This game's fucking retarded. Yeah, I'm never trusting another chest again. We finally make it to the Deacon's boss arena. And this boss fight is definitely not what I expected. It's not one boss, dude. It's like a bunch of Mormons or something walking around, or some are way fatter than others. I don't know what to do. I'm just sitting there beating the shit out of every single one that I see. And after a few minutes of doing this, I still haven't done a single bit of damage. Until I realize you have to attack the Mormon who has the glowing red aura around him. Because if you kill the other ones, they're just gonna respawn infinitely. And once you take out the aura farming Mormon, then you do like a chunk of damage to the health bar until you get the health down to a certain amount, and then the main Mormon spawns. And after a minute or so, if you're not quick enough, they start speaking enchantment table, causing the curse bar to fill up. And if it fills completely, your character just has a heart attack or some shit, which is exactly what happened to me. After getting taken out by the death note, I head back to the arena, making sure to not waste any time, especially since I kind of understand the strategy now. The only thing I don't know how to prevent is to keep the curse bar from filling up. So once I reach that part of the stage, I just say f it and just start trading blows with the main guy. Yes! I just spammed. I knew that thing filled up, I was gonna die anyways. You're gay for me, huh? We managed to take out the Deacons of the Deep with just over 5 hours of game time, finally giving us access to Irithyll. And at this pace, if we're gonna make our deadline, we're gonna have to speed it up a little bit. And this area really turns up the difficulty, giving me even more doubt that I'm not gonna be able to complete this challenge on time. Once I return to Irithyll, I'm able to cross the bridge and enter through the barrier that I previously couldn't. I explore around this area, trying to find upgrade items for my Claymore and Flask. However, even just the normal mob in this area is insane. All these mobs are like mini bosses, really cranking up my death count. Holy, dude, they do so much damage. Oh my god, they do so much damage. I make my way around until I enter the Irithyll dungeon, which is not only but is home to one of the worst mobs in the entire game, the Jailer. The Jailer is a mob that drains your max HP, and it's pure AIDS. Your health will eventually come back, but you have to be away from the Jailer for like 20 seconds or so. On my way through the dungeon, viewers are trying to warn me about somebody named Yhorm. I don't know, these names are dumb as hell. But whatever his name is, he's the next boss, and I definitely should have listened to my chat. 33 damage? Oh, I'm cooked. There's no way I'm supposed to fight this guy. What's this? A storm ruler? What the fuck is that? Oh, I wish I could find it. This is great. Oh, fuck you then, dude. I make my way back for the second attempt, making sure to have this new weapon equipped, and I'm still doing no damage, which is confusing me. I didn't know if I have to go upgrade this weapon or what, but it turns out that if you hold down LT, you can charge the weapon up, and then you can do some sort of special attack where you do a crazy amount of damage to Yhorm. See ya, bitch! What kind of dumbass fucking fight was that, worm? That's stupid as hell, bro. That's so stupid. It's lore? Oh, okay. With just under 6 hours on the timer. Now that Yhorm is dead, I decided to go back and take on the Dancer, the Beryl Valley boss that absolutely ran through me earlier to attempt to get my revenge. Doing a lot more damage than I did originally. Holy shit. Chill, bitch, chill. Oh, dude, come on. Slow that shit down. I dodged that shit. Dude, come on. Come on. Dude, you're so fucking... I'm obviously not ready for this, so I head out to fight another boss, Pontiff, that I thought was going to be a cakewalk, and I couldn't have been more wrong. On my way, I see some knight staring at a painting, take him out, and then shortly after, I understand why he was staring at that painting. Damn, she got some fucking jugs on her. Holy shit. In short, tried two-handing. I gotta include that part. Finally, we make our way up to Pontiff Sulyvahn, and... yeah, he beats my ass. I didn't even touch him, actually. He flawlessed my shit. That first move really caught me off guard, man, with the amount of speed that he had. Because some of the bosses before were nowhere near this fast. My second attempt, though, I was ready for the opening attack, at least for the first phase, because when he got to the second phase, he summons his shadow butt buddy. He got fucking wings now? So after dying to this gank squad here, I realized that the Shadow Clone doesn't have nearly as much HP as him. So on this next attempt, I'm just going to focus on taking him out before focusing on the boss. He's almost dead. One more hit. No! I fucked it. All right, got his clone. I don't know if he summons again. I hope not. You, man. Yeah. Yeah, Pontiff. Yeah. pussy. 9 bosses down, 5 more to go. And I'm feeling good, but what happens next really caught me off guard. While exploring the area after I beat the boss, I get invaded by an NPC. At least so I thought. I didn't think much about it, but chat told me this was an actual player and that this area was really bad for PvP. I didn't even know players could invade you. I thought I was just playing single player or some shit. Tell me that was a real player. Why am I getting invaded by these cocksuckers? After exchanging some racial slurs, I make my way back to the next boss in the area, Aldrich, Devourer of Gods. What the fuck? You just gotta spam shit. Well, I'm dead. This boss is fucking stupid. Dead. After my first attempt, I realized how fucking cringe this boss is. Constantly teleporting, spamming projectiles. Reminds me a lot of that Crystal Sage boss from earlier. And my second attempt was even worse. This boss has an attack where they shoot arrows up in the air, and I swear they come down for a minute straight. So I can either spam dodge roll, but I end up running out of stamina, so I just choose to run around the arena hoping for the best. I had it too. I had it, bro. I gotta get off and go to sleep. My wife's gonna get fucking pissed at me. People said,
you're supposed to beat the game in 24 real-time hours?
dog, I am married. I have a wife. I can't sit down and do this all in one sitting, bro. My wife would beat my ass. If you were married, you would understand. So the next day I returned to fight Aldrich, and despite the bad start, we end up taking him out in style. Just under 7 hours of game time. I'm starting to think that I can do this. We head back to where I got invaded by that fat ass PvPer to find a good ring that chat told me about. They said it increases HP, max load, and stamina. To get this ring, it's really annoying. You have to take out 2 of these aggressive ass dogs to get it. I think I gotta kill him. Oh my god. Dead. This is gonna be fun. So my next attempt, I try to isolate them to fight one of them at a time. And this actually works, allowing me to take out one dog until I get taken out by the other. Wait, where's the other one at? Oh, they don't respawn. Oh, we're chilling, bro. Nice. So after successfully beating both of these enemies, we get our reward, the Ring of Favor. Chat was calling it the FAP ring for some reason, not really sure why. We equip this bad boy and return to the most challenging boss so far, and the boss that's probably gonna cost me this challenge in $100, the Dancer of the Beryl Valley. Oh my god, I rolled into the fire. Dude, I dodged it! And then just Gronk spikes my ass. Dude, that is actually retarded. And as I'm complaining about rolling through it, I'm told by a viewer that that grab ignores all of your iframes, which is retarded. What a great mechanic, man. No idea how to dodge that move. No, not a single fucking clue how to dodge that. How do I dodge that, man? Chat gives me a nice tip, which is to move behind the pillar in the arena. I still managed to get hit, but I'm alive. Holy combos, bro! Until I'm not. And that attempt right here was definitely my best yet. And I start using embers after this to get some more HP because I realize I have a ton of them. More heals. Get out, get out. Oh, please. Yes! Dance on this dick, bitch! Yeah. And despite running out of healing flasks, I managed to finally take out the Dancer of the Beryl Valley. 69 deaths, 7.5 hours into the run. I'm starting to lose all hope at this moment because chat tells me that the next few bosses are almost impossible for a new player. But beating the Dancer allows me to watch this knight slice his own shit to drop a ladder leading me to the Lothric Castle. And while exploring the new area to upgrade my items for my claymore and flask, I run into a completely optional boss. He has balls. Just kill me. I didn't want to be here. We'll come back to this one later. Now that I have some more levels under my belt, I decide to change up my class and finally remove that fire infusion that I had since I fought that first optional boss, that big ass nutsack tree. However, I need one item in order to do that first. So I head to Farron Keep to farm slugs for the heavy gem, allowing me to change my claymore to the heavy prefix. Changing it to heavy allows my damage to scale with strength, and it also allows me to equip different resins like dark and lightning to my claymore. But this kind of makes me nervous because according to chat, the odds of getting a gem aren't really that high, but it's all I have access to at the moment, and I specifically need the heavy one. As my time is getting wasted farming these damn ass slugs, this dude Brogan McDonough decides to send 60,000 bits, which is a ton of money, of course, so I have to include this in the video. But after almost 10 minutes straight of farming and some good luck from my homie Brogan, we end up getting the heavy gem. Immediately going back to Firelink to change my claymore to heavy and upgrade it to +8. We do some parkour up to this roof to drop a black firebomb to some freaky ass berg talking about pumping rums. I don't know. It gives me another upgrade item for my claim. We head back to Lothric Castle, chuck some black fire bombs at the dragon's AIDS infested foot, which allows us to get the last items I need to get my claymore to +9. We are one level away from having a maxed out claymore. We find the knight's ring to increase our strength, which will help a lot with our damage. And we praise the sun like a weirdo, offer it something to get an emote. I don't know if you could get anything else from it, but now it's time for the hardest boss fight yet, who has one of the best and coolest weapons in the entire game. 8.5 hours into my run. What the dragons? Oh, I'm fucked, chat. Dude, his weapon looks sick. Pussy? All right, second phase, come on. Oh. That was it? Well, one of the hardest boss fights, according to my chat, because I absolutely shit on this dude. I mean, I beat him first try. After I emote on his dumbass, we head back to the Firelink Shrine and pump the hell out of my strength to get some more damage. And then I dip my head in a mysterious white liquid. I'm putting my head in a pool of cum, man. Head required. And this place specifically took me a lot longer to get through than I originally thought it would, because I definitely didn't die a million times. What the Dude, I fucking hate it here. I actually hate it here. However, after exploring, I finally obtained the item that helps me get my claymore to the max level of +10, the titty slab. Now we're ready to bust, baby. We head back to take on the second to last boss 9 hours into our run, the Lothric Princes.
Mind you, the mantle of Lord interests me none. You've done quite enough. Now have your rest.
Find a paralyzed king or something? Oh! What the dude, he's teleporting, man. No! wow, this is just gonna be a breeze. First try. Oh no. I gotta fight the other paralyzed motherfucker. Please be a sex scene is the craziest fucking comment ever. They're two dudes, dog. And I'm a dude. Oh no. I'm cooked, chat. GG's. GG's, yep. Yep, here we go, spamming the fucking Elden Star retarded shit, man. So we go replenish our flask to +5 to help us out, and we head back for our second attempt. What the? He can stand up?
Marks our grave.
Man. Which, by the way, this dude can fucking use his legs? If he can use his legs, why is he pretending to be a paraplegic? For attempt 3, I decide to try a different strat. Now that I have my claymore as heavy, I can apply resin to my sword to help get us some more damage. So I apply blood resin. Not sure if it's even gonna help or not, but it was worth a shot because I had a ton of these. So I hit phase 2, rub my sword with blood very seductively, and proceed to get my ass beat. However, I do hit my first crit on this guy, and as I'm finishing off his brother, he revives the motherfucker. And then I choke harder than Lena the Plug did on Jason Love. Yeah, this might be GG, boys. Go ahead and drop your Venmos now. What? Okay, we can get a few hits in. Back up. Oh. Oh. Hey! Hey! We did it. And now it's time to return to Firelink Shrine, spend all of my souls on strength, and offer the cinders of a lord to the chairs. After sitting down at the bonfire, we get this sick cutscene allowing us, the true heir of Cinder and Foreskin, access to the kiln of the first flame. For the final and potentially the most challenging boss fight in the entirety of Dark Souls 3, the Soul of Cinder. If I can't beat this guy, then it's all over. I did all of this for nothing. So we enter the insane looking arena. I pop some lightning resin on my sword and head in to beat his ass. Oh, he's just going for it. All right, he edged me. All right, well, that was a fantastic attempt, bro. Fantastic attempt by me, chat. Yes. Great attempt there. And I lasted maybe 10 seconds. Hell, you could probably time it. I know 10 seconds is long for some people, but still, I thought I was gonna do better. So you're gonna edge me, not the first one. What? What the f? Yeah, I know I died. The one thing I immediately realized is that his attacks are slightly more delayed than some of the previous bosses, so I try to be a little bit more patient with my rolls. But he's still catching me and doing damage for some reason. So on the third attempt, I tried to dodge to the left instead to the right, just kind of out of desperation to see if that helps at all. And it actually does, until he switches weapons or his weapon gets longer. His weapon took Viagra. I don't know, man. I didn't even know he could do that shit. Then in this attempt, he does the same shit, except instead of a long-ass weapon, he just stands there hurling fireballs at my ass. Then he starts doing fucking Bruce Lee flips and shit. Dude, like, what did I get myself into? At this point, I'm like, there's no way I can beat this boss. And this is still in the first phase. But then I remember that I have embers, so I start popping those for some extra survivability. And after barely getting by, thanks to my extra HP, I finally managed to reach phase 2 for the very first time, which resets his health bar completely, gives him insane buffs, and all I have is one healing flask left. I'm screwed. Oh, I'm cooked. What? No! No, he dodged it. Yes! Fuck you, man! Yeah! Yeah! Soul of my car! Somehow, against all odds, I finish off the Soul of Cinder, and I might have celebrated a little bit afterwards too. Then I head to the bonfire in the arena, link the first flame, sit down and aura farm so hard that it queues up the credits. With no Dark Souls 3 experience, we managed to complete the game in 9 hours and 36 minutes of game time with only 87 deaths. That might not be impressive to some people, but I'm happy with myself. Not only because I get to keep my $100, but because I beat the game in less than half the time of my goal of 24 hours. Hey, if you guys have watched this far, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you happen to be new here, and leave a comment down below on what challenge I should do next. It can be any game, any challenge, Souls games, Pokemon games, Rage games, whatever, you name it, I'm down. Epic. Look at this build. Look at this fucking build, bro. Got a wedgie and shit.